Hi, my name is Chris Roberts. I'm the managing partner here at the Roberts Tax Group in downtown Torrington. What I wanted to talk to you about today was what happens when a taxpayer owes the IRS money. What options are available to them? Now, unfortunately, we see it happen all too often where a taxpayer comes in and maybe they owe just for this year, or maybe they also owe for prior years, and the amount has accumulated and snowballed into an amount that they just can't handle. And they don't know what their options are. So a lot of times these taxpayers stick their head in the sand and they try to ignore it. And that really is not a good option, because the IRS will find you and they will send you notices and they will levy your bank account and they'll take your money. And you don't want that to happen, because there are easy options for when you owe the IRS money. The most important one and the most common one is a payment plan. They call it an installment agreement. If you owe the IRS $10,000 or less, they're required to accept the installment agreement that you present to them. Now, if you owe more than $10,000, then the paperwork starts to get a little bit more complicated. If you owe more than $50,000, then it's really complicated, and you might want to get a tax professional to help you with that. The nice thing, though, about these installment agreements is that the IRS will spread the amount over 72 months. So usually that can make the monthly payments much more manageable. But what you have to remember too is that even though you have an installment agreement, the IRS will still charge you penalties and interest. So you want to go in knowing that that's going to happen. And also, if you get a payment plan installment agreement with the IRS and they accept it, and you fail to make those payments, if you miss one, they will rip that payment up and you're back to square one. So you have to make sure that if you do go into an installment agreement with the IRS, that it's one that you can handle and you know that you can make those payments every single month. The other option is what we call an offer in compromise. And an offer in compromise is sort of like filing bankruptcy with the IRS. Now, these are for individuals and businesses that owe tens of thousands of dollars. And you have to, the paperwork is just massive on these things. We've done a lot of them over the years, and I think the smallest amount that we worked with was somebody who owed $30,000, and we've gone up to people who've owed hundreds of thousands of dollars. And with an offer in compromise, you really need to show the IRS that you're pretty destitute, that you don't really have very many assets, or if you do have assets, there's liabilities against them, and that your income, you may be working, but your monthly expenses far exceeds your monthly income, and you're pretty destitute. You're what we call insolvent. And that can be done, and I've had some taxpayers who tried to do that on their own, but it's a complicated process. My recommendation is, if you think that you want to do an offer in compromise, that you should reach out to a tax professional or reach out to the IRS. And if you also owe more than the $10,000, reach out to the IRS or a tax professional to get some guidance so that you can do these things the right way, because ignoring them is not the way to go. If you have any other questions about what happens if you owe money to the IRS, you can always give us a call or look us up on the web. You can find us at www.rtg.tax, or you can even find us on Facebook. I hope this helped. Talk to you later. Bye.